Hello, and welcome. Welcome to this quiet space, this moment carved out just for you. Find a position that feels comfortable and restful, allowing your body to feel heavy, supported, and safe. Let go of the day that has passed, of all its demands, its noises, its worries. They have no place here. Here, there is only stillness, only peace, and the gentle unfolding of a journey waiting for you. Take a slow, deep breath in, filling your lungs with calm. And as you exhale, feel a wave of relaxation wash over you, from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Another deep breath in. And out, letting go, softening, arriving fully in this present moment. Now, with your eyes gently closed, imagine, just imagine, that you are standing at the edge of a vast and ancient forest. The sun has long since set, and the world is bathed in the soft, silvery light of a full moon, a silent lantern hanging in a sky of deep indigo velvet, dusted with 1,000 shimmering diamond stars. You are not cold. The air is perfectly still and holds a gentle, comforting coolness, like a silk sheet against your skin. Before you stands the entrance to the woods, not a gate made of iron or wood, but a natural archway formed by the entwined branches of two colossal ancient trees. Their bark is the color of weathered stone, streaked with veins of shimmering, phosphorescent moss that pulse with a soft turquoise light, illuminating the threshold. This light is gentle, magical, and profoundly welcoming. It casts no harsh shadows, only soft, deep pools of tranquility. The ground beneath your feet is not dirt or gravel, but a thick, springy carpet of this same glowing moss, cool and soft. As you stand here, on the precipice of this enchanting world, you notice the silence. It is a profound silence, a quiet so deep that you can almost feel it. The cacophony of the waking world, the cars, the voices, the endless hum of electricity is gone. It has been replaced by something else, something much older. A gentle, rhythmic sound, a soft, continuous whisper. It is the sound of a million leaves rustling in a breeze you cannot feel, the sound of ancient wood creaking as it settles, the sound of the forest breathing. It is a symphony of peace, and it calls to you. You feel an undeniable pull to step forward, to cross the threshold into this place of serenity. There is no fear, only a deep sense of curiosity and homecoming. You take a single, deliberate step, and as your foot presses into the glowing moss, a soft chime, like a tiny silver bell, echoes through the air. You have entered the whispering forest. The moment you are inside, the air changes. It becomes thick with the scent of damp earth, of rich soil, of pine needles that have lain undisturbed for centuries, and a sweet, heady fragrance of night-blooming flowers you cannot yet see. You take a deep breath, and this scent fills you, cleansing you, washing away any lingering remnants of your day. With each exhale, you feel lighter, clearer. Your shoulders drop, the muscles in your jaw unclench, and a feeling of profound peace begins to settle deep within your bones. The path before you is not a clear-cut trail, but rather a way suggested by the patterns of light. The glowing moss is brightest here, forming a meandering river of soft, ethereal light that flows deeper into the woods. The trees here are unlike any you have ever seen. They are immense, their trunks wider than you can reach your arms around, soaring up into the darkness, their highest branches lost in the star-dusted canopy. Their bark shimmers with that same silvery moss, and occasionally you see a cluster of mushrooms clinging to a trunk, their caps glowing with a warm golden light, like tiny living lanterns lighting the way. The forest is alive with this gentle, living light. It is a place of soft illumination, of deep, comforting shadows, and of endless wonder. You begin to walk, your steps silent on the mossy ground. There is no hurry. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to do, except to simply be here, now, on this peaceful journey. The whispering sound grows a little louder, a little clearer as you move deeper in. It is a constant, soothing companion. It is the collective voice of the forest, a lullaby sung by ancient trees and timeless stones. You realize it is speaking a language older than words, a language of being, of growing, of stillness. It speaks of the slow turn of seasons, of the patient unfurling of a fern, of the silent fall of a single leaf. And as you listen, you feel your own inner monologue, the busy chatter of your mind, begin to quiet down, soothed into silence by this ancient, gentle voice. To your left, you hear a new sound, a soft, musical burbling. You turn your gaze and see a small stream, its water so clear it looks like liquid moonlight. It flows over a bed of smooth, dark pebbles that glitter with flecks of what looks like silver and gold. The water doesn't rush or crash, it murmurs, weaving its own quiet melody into the forest's whisper. This is the stream of forgotten worries. You feel an intuitive pull to approach it. You kneel beside its bank, the moss cool beneath your hands. You gaze into the crystalline water, and you see not your reflection, but a soft, hazy image of the day you have left behind. You see the tasks, the conversations, the little moments of tension or stress. You reach out and dip your fingers into the cool water. It feels like silk. As you touch the surface, you watch as those hazy images ripple, distort, and then dissolve, carried away gently by the current, downstream, away from you, until the water is perfectly clear once more, reflecting only the serene, starlit sky above. You feel a weight lift from your shoulders, a lightness spread through your chest. You have given your worries to the stream, and the stream has carried them away into the heart of the forest, to be transformed into something new, something peaceful. You rise and continue your walk, feeling refreshed and unburdened. The path now winds alongside the murmuring stream, its gentle song a constant, reassuring presence. You begin to notice the smaller details of the forest. Delicate ferns, their fronds a deep, velvety green, unfurl in the soft light. Tiny flowers, no bigger than a thumbnail, grow in clusters at the base of the trees. Their petals are a translucent, pearlescent white, and as you watch, they seem to pulse with a faint, rhythmic light, like tiny, sleeping heartbeats. These are called lunar petals, and they only bloom in the deepest tranquility of the moonlit forest. Their light is soft, gentle, and utterly calming to behold. You pause for a moment, simply to watch them, to breathe in their faint, sweet scent, and to feel the deep, rhythmic peace they exude. The world is full of these small, quiet wonders, and here, you have the time and the stillness to truly appreciate them. As you wander deeper, the trees begin to grow even larger, their canopy becoming a dense ceiling of leaves and branches that almost completely obscures the sky. And yet, it does not become darker. Instead, the forest's own internal light grows stronger. The moss on the ground and the trees glows more brightly. The lunar petals seem more numerous, their pulsing light a soft beacon in the twilight. And you notice a new source of light, fireflies. But these are not the simple fireflies of the world you know. They are larger, and their light does not blink on and off in a frantic rhythm. Instead, they glow with a constant, steady light in a dazzling array of colors: soft sapphire blue, gentle emerald green, warm amethyst purple. They drift through the air like living jewels, moving in slow, graceful, and intricate patterns, weaving tapestries of light between the ancient trees. Their dance is silent, mesmerizing, a ballet of pure peace. You stop watching and just watch them, completely captivated. Their slow, silent dance seems to synchronize with your own slowing heartbeat, with your own deep, rhythmic breathing. In and out, in and out, a slow, peaceful dance of your own. The path begins to widen, and the dense canopy of trees starts to thin. You feel a subtle shift in the air, a sense of openness ahead. The whispering of the leaves seems to soften, as if in reverence for the space you are about to enter. You take a few more steps, pushing past a curtain of hanging, moss-covered vines, and you find yourself stepping into a large, perfectly circular clearing. Your breath catches in your throat at the sheer beauty of it. The clearing is a perfect circle of the softest, greenest moss, and it is open to the sky. Here, the canopy of the forest pulls back, revealing the full, breathtaking majesty of the night sky. The moon hangs directly overhead, a perfect, luminous pearl, bathing the entire clearing in its gentle, silvery radiance. The stars are scattered across the indigo canvas like spilled diamonds, clearer and brighter than you have ever seen them, so close you feel as if you could reach up and touch them. In the exact center of the clearing stands a single, magnificent tree. It is a colossal weeping willow, but its leaves are not green. They are a shimmering, ethereal silver. They hang in long, graceful cascades, and a gentle, imperceptible breeze causes them to stir, creating a soft, rustling sound like thousands of tiny wind chimes. The light from the moon catches on these silver leaves, making the entire tree shimmer and glow as if it were spun from pure magic and moonlight. The roots of this great tree are thick and gnarled, spreading out across the clearing like the ancient wise fingers of the earth. They rise and fall, forming natural, smooth, and comfortable-looking hollows and seats at the base of the trunk. The air in the clearing feels sacred, charged with a deep and profound stillness. The whispering of the forest is now a distant, gentle hum at the edge of the clearing, a protective circle of sound. Here, in the center, there is only the soft chiming of the silver willow leaves and the vast, silent majesty of the cosmos above. You feel an invitation to rest here. You walk slowly, reverently, toward the great silver willow. You choose one of the hollows formed by its roots, a space that seems perfectly shaped for you. You sit down, leaning your back against the solid, ancient trunk of the tree. The bark is not rough, it is smooth and cool to the touch, and you can feel a faint, slow, rhythmic vibration coming from within it, the ancient, slow heartbeat of the forest itself. You settle in, your body sinking into a state of complete and total relaxation. You are safe here. You are held. You are at peace. You tilt your head back, leaning against the tree, and gaze up at the sky. The sheer scale of it is humbling and awe-inspiring. You see constellations you do not recognize, swirling nebulas of faint purple and blue gas, and the bright shimmering band of the galaxy stretching from one end of the horizon to the other. There is no light pollution here, no haze, only the pure, unfiltered light of a million distant suns, a million ancient stories. Each star is a pinprick of light that has traveled for thousands, even millions of years, just to arrive here, in this moment, for you to see. As you watch them, they seem to twinkle with a slow, knowing rhythm. They are not just burning balls of gas, they are silent watchers, ancient witnesses to the slow, beautiful unfolding of time. They have watched mountains rise and fall, oceans form and recede, and forests like this one grow for millennia. They hold the secrets of eternity in their silent, shimmering light. And as you gaze up at them, you feel a sense of connection to this vastness, to this timelessness. Your own worries, your own sense of time, begin to melt away. You are a part of this vast, beautiful, and peaceful universe. You are a tiny, precious part of this cosmic dance. Here, in the heart of the clearing, under the watchful gaze of 1,000 ancient stars, a profound sense of peace settles over you, a peace that feels as deep and as endless as the night sky itself. The path ahead glows faintly at the far side of the clearing, promising more wonders, more secrets to be discovered deeper within the forest's heart. But there is no rush, there is no need to move. For now, there is only this moment, this perfect, tranquil stillness. Rest here, just for a while, cradled by the ancient willow, serenaded by its silver leaves, and watched over by the silent, shimmering stars. Let the deep peace of this place saturate every cell of your being, and allow yourself to drift, to float, as our journey continues, in its own time. Just rest now. A gentle stirring begins, not within you, but around you. It is as if the ancient willow, having held you in its quiet embrace, now senses that you are ready. A single long frond of silver leaves, shimmering with a light of its own, unfurls from a branch above, and gently, so gently, brushes against your shoulder. It is not a push, but an invitation, a silent suggestion. The path ahead awaits, and the heart of the forest has one last secret to share with you tonight. You feel a sense of lightness, as if the profound peace of the clearing has unburdened you from all weight. Rising to your feet requires no effort at all. It is more like floating upwards, lifted by a soft and invisible current. You give the textured bark of the willow a grateful touch, a silent thank you for its shelter and its wisdom, and then you turn towards the glowing path. As you take your first step, you realize the path itself is not made of dirt or stone, but of soft, springy moss that cushions your every footfall. It glows with a faint, silvery green light, a luminescence that seems to come from within each tiny, perfect frond. The light is not bright or harsh, but gentle, like captured moonlight, and it pulses with a slow, silent rhythm. It feels as though you are walking on the very breath of the forest, each pulse a slow, deep, and peaceful exhalation. The path ahead of you is illuminated just enough to see the way, while the forest on either side remains draped in soft, inviting shadows. The air here is different. It is cooler, carrying the scent of damp earth, of ancient stone, and of night-blooming flowers whose fragrance is a sweet, gentle lullaby. As you walk, the silver leaves of the willows give way to the deep velvet green of ancient pines and majestic oaks. These are not ordinary trees. They are titans, sentinels who have stood watch over this sacred place for longer than any human history. Their massive trunks are covered in the same glowing moss, and the patterns on their bark swirl and spiral like distant galaxies, echoing the cosmos you just witnessed in the sky above. You walk without any sense of destination, without any thought of time. There is only the soft give of the moss beneath your feet and the gentle, rhythmic glow guiding you forward. The sounds of the forest are a symphony of tranquility. There is no birdsong now, for they are all asleep in their nests, dreaming their feathered dreams. Instead, there is the hushed whisper of a breeze moving through the highest boughs of the canopy, a sound like a distant ocean. Occasionally, you hear the delicate rustle of a tiny creature in the undergrowth, a field mouse or a night crawler, going about its quiet business, unafraid. They sense the peace that you carry, the peace that this forest bestows, and they know you are a friend. Here and there, clusters of mushrooms grow at the base of the great trees. They are a wonder to behold. Some are shaped like tiny, delicate bells, and they shed a soft blue light onto the forest floor. Others are broad and flat, their caps adorned with swirling patterns that glow with a warm amber light. They are the forest's own lanterns, lighting the way with a magic that is both ancient and alive. You feel no need to touch them, only to appreciate their silent, beautiful light as you pass by. The path begins to curve gently, leading you deeper and deeper into the forest's embrace. You feel completely safe, completely at ease. Every tree, every leaf, every shadow seems to welcome you, to recognize you as a part of itself. The worries and thoughts of your waking day have long since faded. They have no place here. They are like stones dropped into a deep, deep well, their ripples long since stilled, their weight forgotten. Here, there is only the slow, steady rhythm of your own breath, which has now fallen into perfect sync with the pulsing light of the path beneath you. Inhale, and the light softens. Exhale, and it brightens ever so slightly. You are breathing with the forest. You are one. And then you begin to hear it. At first, it is just a whisper of a sound, so faint you are not sure if you are imagining it. But as you continue along the winding path, the sound grows, though it never becomes loud. It is the sound of water. Not a rushing river or a crashing waterfall, but the softest lapping, the gentlest sigh of water meeting a quiet shore. The sound is melody, a liquid lullaby that seems to draw you forward. The air grows cooler still, and the scent of night-blooming jasmine is now mingled with the clean, pure fragrance of fresh water and damp stone. The light ahead seems to change as well. It is no longer just the silver green of the mossy path, but a deeper, more profound light, a silver blue that seems to be calling to you from just beyond the next bend. You follow the curve of the path, and the trees part, opening into a second, final clearing. And what you see takes your breath away, not with a gasp of shock, but with a slow, deep sigh of pure wonder and belonging. Before you lies a lake. It is perfectly round and perfectly still. The water is a mirror of flawless obsidian glass, and in its depths, the entire night sky is reflected with an impossible, breathtaking clarity. It is as if the universe you saw from the willow clearing has been gently scooped from the heavens and poured into this perfect, protected basin. The swirling nebulas of purple and blue, the shimmering band of the galaxy, the pinpricks of a million ancient stars, they are all there, floating in the silent, dark water. The reflection is so perfect, so vivid, that for a moment it is hard to tell which is the true sky and which is the lake. You feel as though you are standing on the edge of space itself. This is the heart of the forest, the lake of stars. The glowing moss path leads you right to the water's edge, to a small bank of moss that is even thicker, even softer than the path you walked on. It looks like a bed made of green velvet and starlight, placed there just for you. And without a moment's hesitation, you lie down upon it. The moss cradles you, conforming perfectly to your body, supporting you with an almost weightless gentleness. You lie there, on your back, at the edge of the universe, and you gaze into the water. The real stars above twinkle with their ancient, patient light, while the stars in the lake below shimmer with a liquid, dreamy quality. You feel as though you are standing on the edge of space itself. This is the heart of the forest, the lake of stars. The glowing moss path leads you right to the water's edge, to a small bank of moss that is even thicker, even softer than the path you walked on. It looks like a bed made of green velvet and starlight, placed there just for you. And without a moment's hesitation, you lie down upon it. The moss cradles you, conforming perfectly to your body, supporting you with an almost weightless gentleness. You lie there, on your back, at the edge of the universe, and you gaze into the water. The real stars above twinkle with their ancient, patient light, while the stars in the lake below shimmer with a liquid, dreamy quality. You watch as a meteor, a silent streak of silver fire, arcs across the heavens, and at the very same instant, its perfect twin streaks across the watery depths. The sight creates a feeling of perfect symmetry, of profound and beautiful balance. A gentle, cooling breeze drifts across the surface of the lake, so light that it does not create ripples, but instead seems to carry the starlight with it, caressing your face with the cool, clean air of the cosmos. As you lie there, the boundary between you and the world begins to soften, to dissolve. You feel the deep, steady peace of the ancient earth beneath you, in the soft moss. You feel the vast, silent peace of the cosmos above you, in the real sky, and before you in its perfect reflection. Your breathing is slow and deep now. Each breath in is cool and clean, filled with the magic of this place. Each breath out is a release, a letting go, a gentle sigh that sends any last remnants of tension melting away from your muscles, from your mind. You watch the reflected nebulas, the slow, silent swirls of cosmic dust and gas in the water. They move with an immeasurable slowness, a grace that is eternal. You imagine your own thoughts, your own lingering worries, as tiny specks of dust within those beautiful clouds. And as you watch, you allow them to drift. You give them permission to float away, to become part of that vast, beautiful, and silent dance. They are no longer heavy, they are just a part of the scenery, distant and beautiful and peacefully quiet. The lapping of the water against the far shore is the only sound now, a gentle, rhythmic shh, shh, shh. It is the sound of the universe rocking you to sleep. The light from the stars in the water seems to pulse with this rhythm, a slow, gentle, hypnotic strobing of soft silver light. It pulses in time with your own slowing heartbeat. Your eyelids feel heavy now, so very heavy. It feels so good to let them close. But you can still see the stars. Even with your eyes closed, their gentle light is imprinted behind your lids, a soft, swirling pattern of peace. You are floating now, not in the water, but in the space between waking and dreaming. You are in the forest, and you are amongst the stars. You are grounded, and you are limitless. You are held by the earth, and you are cradled by the sky. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to think. There is only this deep, profound, and endless peace. A peace that sinks down through your skin, through your muscles, into your very bones. A peace that fills every single cell of your being, until you are not just feeling peace, but you are peace. The gentle lapping of the water is fading into a distant murmur. The soft glow of the starlight is becoming a warm, gentle darkness. Your body is heavy, so wonderfully heavy, and relaxed against the soft velvet moss. You are sinking now, sinking into the deep, comfortable, and healing darkness of sleep. Rest here by the lake of stars. There is nowhere else you need to be. Everything is right. Everything is calm. The ancient forest will stand watch over you. The silent stars will guard your dreams. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. Drift now, float, and sleep. Sleep now. Sleep. And that word, sleep, is not a command. It is a key. A soft silver key turning gently in a lock you didn't even know was there. And as it turns, a quiet permission unfolds within you. Permission to let go completely. Permission to release the final, thinnest thread that tethers you to the waking world. You give yourself this gift. You allow the thread to fray, to thin, to become a wisp of smoke, and then nothing at all. You are untethered now, and the feeling is not one of falling, but of being held more completely than ever before. The velvet moss beneath you is no longer just a surface you are resting upon. It has become a part of you, and you a part of it. You can feel, in the deepest, most quiet part of your awareness, the slow, ancient life of the forest floor. You can feel the network of roots beneath the moss, a silent, intricate web of communication between the colossal trees. They speak in a language of patience, a language of stillness, a language of deep, slow, and unconditional presence. And their silent conversation is a lullaby, a deep, resonant hum that vibrates not in your ears, but in your bones. It is the hum of life that has known 1,000 winters and 1,000 springs. It is the hum of absolute stability. It is the hum of safety. And you sink into it. You are sinking through the moss now, but there is no resistance, no pressure. It is like sinking through a cloud of deep green velvet. The scent of damp earth and ancient stone rises to meet you, a fragrance of pure peace, of things that have rested for millennia. You sink through the rich, dark soil, a realm of quiet transformation and secret nourishment. It is warm here, a gentle, nurturing warmth, like the earth itself is holding you in a soft, dark embrace. You feel the slow, steady pulse of the world, the great, sleeping rhythm of the planet turning in the silent void. It is your rhythm now. Your own heart beats in time with this ancient planetary pulse, slow and steady and deep. You are drifting down, down into the heart of stillness. The world of thought and worry is 1,000,000 miles above you now, a forgotten sky. Here, in the quiet dark of the earth, there are no sharp edges. There are no loud noises. There is only the feeling of being completely and utterly held, of being returned to the source. The roots of the great trees drift past you, not as obstacles, but as gentle, supportive arms. They glow with a soft, phosphorescent light, a pale, silvery green luminescence that illuminates this subterranean world. It is the light of life itself, the quiet energy that flows in the secret places of the world. And just as you feel you might sink forever into this peaceful, nurturing darkness, a change occurs. The feeling of sinking transforms into a feeling of flowing. The solid earth around you becomes a liquid silence, a gentle, slow-moving current. You are not falling anymore, you are being carried. You open your inner eyes, the eyes of your dreaming self, and find that you have drifted through the earth and emerged into a place of impossible, serene beauty. You are floating on a river, a great, slow, silent river that flows not with water, but with liquid starlight. It is the lake of stars, transformed from a still pool into a gentle, purposeful current, carrying you on a journey into the deepest heart of rest. You are cradled in a small, beautiful boat, carved from a single piece of solidified moonlight. It glows with a soft internal luminescence, cool and calming to the touch. The boat needs no sail, no rudder, no oars. It knows the way. It is guided by the gentle will of the universe, and its only destination is peace. You lie back against cushions made of spun night sky, softer than anything you have ever known, and you simply allow yourself to be carried. The banks of this river are made of soft, dark silence. Along the edges grow the dream trees of the ancient forest. Their leaves are not green, but a deep, shimmering indigo, and when the gentle river breeze stirs them, they make no sound. Or rather, they make a sound that is the opposite of sound, a soft, absorbing hush that quiets any stray thought that might try to surface. They are trees of tranquility, and their very presence calms the air, making it thick and sweet with serenity. You drift on, the moonlight boat gliding without a ripple over the surface of the Star River. You pass by small islands, each one a sanctuary of rest. The first is the Isle of Quietude. Here, all the noises of the day have come to rest. You see them nestled amongst the glowing mosses, the echoes of conversations, the memory of traffic, the phantom ring of a telephone. They are not loud or intrusive here. They are sleeping, transformed into small, pulsing spheres of soft light, their energy finally spent, their urgency gone. As you float past, a wave of profound silence washes over you, a silence so deep and so pure that it feels like a soft blanket. The river turns, and you float towards the archipelago of unfinished thoughts. These are the little nagging tasks, the I should have saids, the plans for tomorrow. But here, they are not a source of anxiety. They are resting too. Each thought is contained in a delicate, iridescent bubble, floating gently above the islands. They are safe. They are stored. They will be there for you if you need them when you wake. But for now, they are at peace. And so are you. You release them, knowing they are cared for, and your mind becomes as clear and smooth as the river's surface. Further on, you pass the Bay of Deep Breathing. The air here is visibly different. It shimmers with a gentle silver energy. As your boat glides into the bay, you take a breath, and this air fills your lungs. It is not just oxygen, it is pure rest. It is liquid peace. With every inhalation, this silvery air travels to every part of your body. You feel it flowing down your arms to your fingertips. You feel it flowing down your legs to the soles of your feet. You feel it soothing your heart, calming your stomach, and gently unwinding the tightest knots of tension in your shoulders and your neck. Every cell in your body exhales a tiny, invisible sigh of relief. You are breathing in peace, and you are breathing out everything that is not peace. There is only this gentle, rhythmic, healing breath flowing in and out, in time with the slow, majestic current of the river. As you drift, you begin to notice the music of this place. It is not a melody you can hear with your ears, but one you feel with your entire being. It is the music of the spheres, the great silent symphony of the cosmos. Each star in the river, and each star in the vast velvet sky above, emits a soft, resonant tone, a deep, harmonious hum that is the sound of existence itself. It is the sound of perfect balance, of celestial bodies moving in an eternal, graceful dance. This cosmic harmony flows into you, through you, and around you. It aligns all the scattered parts of yourself. It tunes your soul to the frequency of the universe, a frequency of profound, unshakable peace. You feel a sense of connection to everything, a feeling of being a small, precious note in this magnificent, eternal song. The river widens now, flowing into a great, calm expanse, a sea of tranquility. The shores have disappeared, and there is only the star river beneath you and the star sky above you. It is impossible to tell where one ends and the other begins. You are floating in the very heart of the cosmos. The boat of moonlight begins to dissolve, its soft light melting back into the river from which it came. But you do not fall, you are held. The starlight itself has become buoyant, supporting you, cradling you in its gentle, shimmering embrace. You are one with the river now. Your form becomes less distinct, your edges softening, blurring into the gentle light. You are no longer just an observer on this journey, you have become the journey itself. You are the gentle current, you are the soft silver light. You are the deep, resonant peace of the cosmos. The last vestiges of your individual self, the small I with its history and its worries, melts away like a snowflake landing on a warm hand. It does not die, it simply expands to become part of something infinitely larger, infinitely more peaceful. There is no separation between you and the universe. You are home. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to be. There is only this state of pure, untroubled existence, a state of deep, regenerative rest. Here, in the heart of the star sea, your body and your mind are being healed. The deep, quiet magic of sleep is at work, mending tired muscles, soothing a weary mind, and replenishing your spirit. You are being refilled with energy, with quiet strength, with calm clarity. It is a slow, effortless, and perfect process. All you have to do is float. All you have to be. The light begins to soften. The infinite stars begin to merge into a single, warm, gentle glow. The cosmic hum fades into a deep, velvety silence. The feeling of floating is becoming a feeling of deep, profound stillness. You are settling now into the deepest, most restorative layer of sleep. A place of no dreams, no thoughts, no sensations. A place of pure being. You are safe here. You are completely and utterly safe. The ancient forest stands watch on the distant shore of the waking world. The silent stars form an infinite protective canopy above you. The gentle, healing darkness holds you in its loving arms. Rest now. Heal now. Be at peace. Let the last glimmer of awareness fade into this warm, welcoming void. Let the silence become your entire world. Let the stillness be your only motion. Drift now, into the deep. Dissolve now, into the peace. Rest, until the gentle light of morning comes to call you home, renewed and restored. Until then, only peace, only stillness, only sleep, sleep. And in this deep, the story does not end. It simply changes its form. The narrative of your day, with its beginning, middle, and end, has dissolved. Now, a different kind of story unfolds. It is a story told not in words, but in stillness. A tale written in the language of pure being. This is the story of the quiet earth, deep beneath the roots of the ancient forest. It is the story of a seed, held in the patient, dark soil, feeling no need to sprout, content in its perfect, silent potential. This is the story of the quiet earth. Deep beneath the roots of the ancient forest. It is the story of a seed, held in the patient, dark soil, feeling no need to sprout, content in its perfect, silent potential. You are that seed now, cradled in the heart of existence, holding all the energy of life within you, but demanding nothing of it. There is no need to grow, no need to reach. There is only the profound peace of being held, of being safe in the dark, warm earth of sleep. This is the story of the deep ocean, far below the waves and the currents, in the abyssal plains where sunlight has never touched. Here, time moves differently. 1,000 years are but a breath. The gentle fall of sea snow from the world above is the only event, and it is an event of infinite slowness, of silent nourishment. You are in that deep place now. The pressures of the waking world are a distant memory, a forgotten surface. Here, in the profound, weighted stillness, you are held and supported by the immense, quiet pressure of peace itself. It is a comforting weight, a grounding presence that asks nothing of you but to be still, to be present in the immense, silent cathedral of the deep. The gentle, healing darkness is not empty. It is filled with a silent, invisible process, the subtle alchemy of rest. Imagine, if you like, tiny, silent weavers made of moonlight and shadow. They move without sound through the quiet spaces of your mind. They are the ancient caretakers of sleep. With hands as soft as moth wings, they begin their gentle work. They gather up the scattered thoughts of your day, the bright ones and the dull ones, the sharp and the smooth. They do not judge them, they simply collect them, like fallen leaves in a quiet garden. Each thought is smoothed, its sharp edges worn away, and then placed carefully onto the shelves of a vast, silent library within you. Here, they will rest. They will not be forgotten, but they will lose their power to disturb. They become part of a larger story, a history that you can visit later, if you choose, but one that does not need to be read tonight. The weavers then turn their attention to the threads of your feelings. They find the places where the threads have become frayed by worry or tangled by frustration. With infinite patience, they gently tease apart the knots. They do not cut them or break them, they simply loosen them one by one until the thread runs smooth and free again. They take the threads that have been stretched thin by stress and they weave them back together, adding strands of starlight to make them stronger, more resilient. They are mending the tapestry of your spirit, restoring its vibrant colors and its innate peaceful pattern. The colors of joy are brightened, the colors of calm are deepened, and the entire fabric becomes soft, warm, and whole once more. Now, the caretakers bring forth a cool, clear liquid, like water gathered from a mountain spring that has filtered through 1,000 layers of ancient stone. It is the water of forgetting, not the forgetting of who you are, but the forgetting of effort. They gently wash your muscles with this water, and you can feel the last remnants of tension flowing away, dissolving into the quiet darkness. They bathe your senses, cleansing your ears of the day's harsh noises, leaving only the memory of the cosmic hum. They wash your eyes of the day's bright, demanding sights, leaving only the soft, internal glow of peace. They cleanse your very cells of the need to do, the need to strive, leaving only the simple, profound wisdom of being. You are drifting deeper still. The feeling of being a seed, of being in the deep ocean, merges into a new sensation. You are now floating through a vast internal cavern, a geode of purest amethyst. The walls around you are made of deep, violet crystal, and they absorb all sound, all disturbance. This is the heart of silence. The silence here is a presence, a tangible thing. It wraps around you like the softest velvet. It fills every part of you. It is a healing balm, a quiet medicine that soothes the very core of your being. You can feel this silence seeping into your bones, into the marrow of your being, replacing any lingering echo of the world with its own deep, resonant peace. There are no thoughts here, for thoughts are made of words, and words require sound. There is only the deep, purple stillness of the crystal heart of the world. And as you float in this perfect silence, a new light begins to dawn, not from without, but from within. It is not the light of the sun or the stars, but the light of your own intrinsic nature, your own pure awareness. It has been there all along, but it was hidden beneath the cloak of thoughts and the noise of the day. Now, in the absolute quiet, it can finally shine. It is a soft, golden light, warm and unconditional. It illuminates you from the inside out, filling you with a sense of wholeness, of self-acceptance, of profound love for the simple miracle of your own existence. This is your essence. This is the part of you that is never tired, never worried, never broken. It is eternal and it is infinitely peaceful. You rest in this inner golden light, feeling completely at home, completely yourself, in the most fundamental way. You are not just being healed, you are returning to a state of health and peace that has always been yours. The journey continues, ever so slowly, ever so gently. You drift out of the amethyst cavern and into a new space, a boundless Arden under a sky of soft, dark indigo. This is the Garden of Dreams Unbirthed. There are no active dreams here, no stories playing out. Instead, all around you are seeds, glowing with a soft, phosphorescent light. These are the seeds of potential, the seeds of creativity, of joy, of solutions to problems you have not yet even articulated. They are not demanding your attention. They are simply here, resting, gestating in the fertile soil of your deep, restorative sleep. As you float among them, you are absorbing their quiet energy, their promise of a new day filled with fresh possibilities. You are being nourished by hope, by the quiet certainty that when you wake, you will have access to new strength, new ideas, new perspectives. The garden asks nothing of you but to float through it, to be bathed in the gentle, promising light of its sleeping seeds. The silent, moonlit weavers, the caretakers of your rest, have completed their work. They have tidied the library of your mind, mended the tapestry of your spirit, and watered the garden of your potential. They now gently pull a final blanket over you, a blanket woven from the deepest, softest darkness of the universe. It is a blanket of pure security. It is impervious to worry. It is a shield of perfect peace. Tucked beneath this cosmic quilt, you are beyond all harm, beyond all disturbance. You are utterly, completely, and profoundly safe. And here, in this perfect safety, something new begins. A subtle shift in the fabric of the darkness. The deep, velvety black begins to soften at its farthest edges. A hint of deep, deep blue, the color of the sky just before the first hint of dawn, begins to infuse the indigo. It is not a light, but the memory of light. It is the promise of morning, still many peaceful hours away, but its gentle inevitability is a comfort. The long, healing night is doing its perfect work, and it will carry you all the way to a gentle and beautiful awakening. The feeling of being pure, dissolved consciousness begins to shift. A gentle, magnetic pull, as soft as a whisper, begins to gather you. The starlight that you became, the cosmic dust, the gentle current, it all begins to slowly, effortlessly coalesce. You are not being forced back into your old shape. You are being invited home to a self that is renewed, refreshed, and made whole. First, the deep sense of peace gathers, forming a calm, steady core. Then, the feeling of strength, the restored threads of your spirit, weaves itself around that core. The clarity, the cleansed lens of your perception, settles like a clear, calm lake. The quiet potential from the Garden of Dreams infuses your being with a sense of gentle anticipation for the day to come. You are being reassembled, not piece by piece, but as a gentle rain of light and peace, all flowing back to a single calm center. The cosmic landscape begins to fade, not disappearing, but drawing inward. The star sea is no longer all around you, but is now a deep, peaceful ocean within your own heart. The ancient forest is no longer on a distant shore, but is rooted firmly in your own inner strength. The protective canopy of stars becomes your own radiant spirit, shining quietly within. The universe has not left you. You have simply integrated its peace, its vastness, its stillness into your very being. You are becoming aware, in the slowest, most gentle way, of a different kind of stillness. The stillness of a quiet room. The stillness of the night air around you. You are becoming aware of a different kind of support. Not the endless void or the deep ocean, but the soft, gentle support of your bed, holding you perfectly. The weight of a warm blanket, a comforting, grounding presence. You are home. Not just in the cosmic sense, but in the here and now. You are safe in your bed, in your room, in this peaceful night. The great journey through the stars was a journey into the deepest parts of yourself, and you have returned with its gifts. the gift of peace, the gift of healing, the gift of renewal. You do not need to wake. Morning is still a distant, gentle promise. There is still so much time for this deep, healing rest. You are now resting in the final, most peaceful layer of sleep. The sleep that knits together body and soul. The sleep that prepares you for a new day. Let the last remnants of this story fade. Let the images dissolve like sugar in warm water, leaving only their sweetness behind. Let the voice of the storyteller become the silent voice of your own inner peace. There is nothing left to do but rest. There is nothing left to be but peaceful. The world will wait, your plans will wait, your thoughts will wait. Tonight, there is only this deep, unbroken calm, this profound healing stillness, this perfect, nurturing sleep. Every breath you take now only draws you deeper into this state of serene repose. A soft, easy breath in, gathering more peace. A long, gentle breath out, releasing the very last vestiges of anything that is not rest. Breathe in calm, breathe out peace. Float on this quiet rhythm, the gentle tide of your own breathing. It is the only movement in your world now, a soft, silent rocking that carries you deeper and deeper into tranquility. Rest now, deeply, completely. The night is long and peaceful, and it is all yours. It holds you, it heals you, it restores you. Rest, until the sun whispers your name. Rest, in the deep, quiet, endless peace. Sleep now, sleep, sleep. And as the word sleep echoes in the quiet chamber of your mind, it becomes a key, turning softly in a lock you didn't know was there. The door doesn't swing open, it dissolves. It melts away like a mist, revealing a place that has been waiting for you all along. This is the gentle landscape behind your eyes, the quiet country of your deepest self. You are drifting here now, weightless and serene. The last embers of thought, those tiny glowing sparks from your day, cool and fade one by one into soft gray ash, which a silent, gentle breeze carries away without a sound. You find yourself on a path, not a path of stone or dirt, but a path made of the deepest, softest moss you can imagine. It is a carpet of living velvet, cool and gentle beneath your bare feet, though you are not walking, but floating just above it. This path glows with a faint, silvery light of its own, a luminescence that seems to rise from the earth itself, illuminating the way forward into deeper quiet, deeper peace. On either side of this mossy way, ancient trees stand as silent guardians. They are not menacing, but profoundly reassuring. Their bark is like the wrinkled skin of a kind old soul, and their vast branches reach up to a sky that is not black, but the color of deep indigo, dusted with the softest, most distant stars. These are not the bright, burning stars of your earlier journey, but sleepy, dreaming stars, content to shimmer softly in the velvet dark. The air here is perfectly still and carries a gentle, healing scent. It is the fragrance of damp earth after a cooling rain, of night-blooming jasmine, of lavender and chamomile releasing their peaceful essence into the twilight. You breathe it in, and this fragrance is not just a scent, but a feeling. It is the feeling of release. It is the feeling of homecoming. With every breath, you draw this profound calm deeper into your being, and it travels to every part of you, soothing every muscle, calming every nerve, quieting every cell. You drift along the glowing path, and soon you hear a sound. It is the quietest sound in the universe. It is the sound of water, but not a rushing river or a crashing wave. It is the sound of a slow, wide, peaceful stream, moving with unhurried grace over smooth, dark stones. The water is clear as liquid moonlight, and as you gaze into it, you see it is not reflecting the sky above, but the perfect, profound stillness that lies within you. This stream carries away anything you no longer need to hold, any lingering worries, any echoes of conversations, any shadows of concern. You watch them become smooth, gray pebbles, tumbling slowly in the gentle current, carried downstream, away, away, until they are gone from sight and from mind. There is nothing left for you to carry. You are light, you are free. The moss path leads you into a clearing, a soft, open circle cradled by the wise old trees. In the center of this clearing lies a pool of water, perfectly still and as dark as polished obsidian. It does not reflect, but absorbs all light, all sound, all thought. It is the very heart of tranquility. You feel no need to go closer, but simply being in its presence deepens your rest. It is a pool of pure potential, the deep, generative quiet from which all new things are born. It is the place where your body and spirit gather their strength, where the wellspring of your energy is slowly, gently refilled. Around the edges of the clearing, you notice flowers that only bloom in this dreaming light. Moonflowers, their large white petals unfurling like silken flags of surrender. They release a sweet, hypnotic perfume, a lullaby in scent. Small silvery bells of a flower you do not know hang from slender stems, and you can almost hear their silent, gentle ringing, a vibration of pure peace that resonates deep within your bones. You are drawn to a place beneath the largest and oldest of the trees. Its branches form a perfect canopy, a living cathedral of peace. The ground here is not moss, but a thick, plush bed of fallen leaves from 1,000 peaceful autumns. They are soft and dry, and they cradle you with a gentle rustle. You settle into this perfect resting place, and the feeling is one of profound security, of being held and protected by something ancient, strong, and deeply wise. Lying here, in the heart of the Garden of Sleep, you become aware of the gentle rhythm that infuses this entire place. It is the slow, deep pulse of the earth itself. It is the silent, patient growth of the trees. It is the unhurried journey of the moon-dusted clouds across the indigo sky. And you notice that your own breathing has attuned to this universal rhythm. Your breath in is the soft drawing in of moonlight and starlight, of peace and quiet. Your breath out is the gentle release, a sigh of contentment that merges with the silent air of the garden. There is no separation now. The softness of the leaves beneath you is the softness of your mattress. The strength of the ancient tree is the supportive strength of your own relaxed body. The gentle, scented air is your own slow, easy breath. The deep, quiet stillness of the garden is the deep, quiet stillness of your own mind. You are no longer a visitor here. You are a part of the landscape. You are the stillness of the pool. You are the silent light of the moss. You are the deep-rooted peace of the trees. You are dissolving into rest itself. Your awareness softens at the edges, melting into the gentle twilight. Consciousness is a feather, drifting down, 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 to land upon a surface of the deepest, most peaceful water, and then slowly, slowly becoming one with it. There are no more words needed. There are no more images to see. There is only the feeling of being completely held, the feeling of being perfectly safe, the feeling of profound, deep, and utter peace. Every last muscle releases. Every last thought dissolves. Every last part of you accepts this gift of absolute rest. Your body is heavy and light at the same time, heavy with relaxation, light with freedom. It is regenerating, renewing, healing on a level deeper than you can comprehend. All you need to do is allow it to happen. And you are. You are allowing. You are resting. You are healing. The night is a vast, quiet ocean, and you are resting in its deepest, most peaceful currents, drifting in the silent, healing dark, cradled in the arms of the universe, held by the gentle hand of sleep. Let go now. Let go completely. There is nothing but this deep, this quiet, this peace. Rest. Rest now. The garden holds you. The night holds you. Sleep holds you. All is well. All is peaceful. All is still. Rest. Peace. Sleep. 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 And the sleep that comes is not an ending, but a beginning. It is the beginning of a journey deeper into the heart of the peace you have found. The surface of the water, where your consciousness first came to rest, was just a doorway. Now you sink through it, without a ripple, without a sound. You are descending through velvet water, through layers of silk and shadow. There is no pressure here, no cold. It is a medium of pure support, holding you perfectly as you drift down, down, down into the deep. The light from the garden above fades to a soft memory, a distant silver glimmer, and then it is gone, replaced by a gentle darkness that is more comforting than any light. This darkness is not empty. It is full of potential, full of quiet magic. It is the rich, fertile soil of the subconscious mind, where dreams are born and the soul is renewed. You feel a gentle current begin to guide you. It is not a river of water, but a river of pure consciousness, the collective stream of all peaceful dreamers. This is the river of deep rest, and it flows through the very heart of the night. You are carried along on this silent, invisible current. There is no effort required. You simply float, weightless and serene, an honored passenger on a sacred journey. The banks of this river are not made of earth, but of feeling. On one side, you drift past the soft, rolling hills of absolute safety. On the other, you see the quiet, glowing meadows of profound contentment. Each breath you take here is different. It is no longer just air. You breathe in the essence of tranquility. You breathe out any last lingering echoes of the waking world. With every gentle cycle, you become lighter, more luminous, more truly yourself. As you drift, you begin to notice things carried in the current alongside you. The worries of your day are here, but they are no longer sharp or heavy. The river has tumbled them smooth, like sea glass. They are now just small, gray, polished stones that drift past without any power to disturb you. Your joys are here too, not as fleeting thoughts, but as soft, glowing pearls, emitting a gentle, steady warmth that fills you with a quiet inner smile. The river carries them all, sorting them without judgment, allowing everything to find its proper place. A soft, internal luminescence begins to grow within you. It is not a light seen with the eyes, but a light felt by the spirit. It begins in the very center of your being, a tiny, warm spark of gold. And as you float, this spark expands, slowly, gently, filling your entire body with its healing glow. This is the golden light of cellular repair, the quiet, tireless work of your body regenerating itself. Every cell is bathed in this nourishing light, releasing toxins, mending tissues, restoring balance. Another light joins it, a soft silver blue, like distant starlight reflected on calm water. This is the silver light of emotional peace. It flows through your heart and your mind, soothing old hurts, calming anxious pathways, and weaving a tapestry of profound inner harmony. The gold and the silver lights swirl together within you, a silent, beautiful dance of complete and total renewal. You are glowing from the inside out, a beacon of peace in the heart of the deep, dark river. And now, a sound that is deeper than hearing begins to resonate. It is not a sound that comes from outside, but one that rises from within the silence itself. It is a gentle hum, a low, soothing frequency that vibrates in perfect harmony with the healing lights inside you. This is the resonance of your own life force, free from all stress and strain, tuning itself to the key of perfect peace. It is the sound of your body resting, the sound of your mind at ease, the sound of your spirit at home. This deep, resonant hum vibrates through every part of you, loosening the last hidden knots of tension you didn't even know you were holding. It vibrates through the bones, through the muscles, through the very water that makes up your being, shaking everything gently back into its natural, perfect alignment. The river carries you on. You drift past a vast, silent forest. The trees here are ancient, their roots deep in the earth of dreams, their branches reaching up into a sky you cannot see. This is the forest of forgotten stresses. As you pass, you feel any remaining tensions being drawn from you, like iron filings to a gentle magnet. They are absorbed by the ancient trees, transformed into neutral energy, and returned to the quiet earth. You feel lighter still, purer. Your journey continues, and the river begins to slow. It is widening, preparing to merge with something even greater. Ahead, you perceive not with sight, but with a deep inner knowing, a vast, still body of water. This is the great lake of being, the source from which the river flows and to which it returns. As you drift out from the river's mouth into the immeasurable stillness of the lake, all sense of movement ceases. You are floating in the absolute center of perfect calm. The golden and silver lights within you have now merged into a single, soft, white glow that is the essence of pure peace. The deep hum has softened into a profound, resonant silence. Here, in this place of ultimate stillness, the final work of the night is done. The experiences of your day, which have been smoothed and polished by the river, are now gently released. They float away from you like tiny, sleeping boats, finding their way to the great, silent library on the far shore of the lake. There, they will be filed away, the lessons integrated, the emotions honored, the details stored. They are no longer a part of your immediate consciousness. The day is complete. It has been lived, and now it is peacefully archived. You are clear. You are empty. You are free. You are now just presence, a point of peaceful, resting awareness floating in an infinite lake of tranquility. There is no body to feel, only the feeling of weightlessness. There are no thoughts to think, only the deep knowing of peace. There is no time here, no past to regret, no future to anticipate. There is only this eternal, peaceful, healing now. This is the very heart of rest, the place where the soul recharges, the wellspring of all strength, all creativity, all wellness. You can stay here as long as you need. Drink deeply from this silence, bathe in this peace. Allow yourself to be completely and utterly remade. The dawn is a promise kept in another world, in another time. It will not call to you until you are completely restored. For now, there is only this deep, this quiet, this peace, this perfect, restorative, healing sleep. You are home. You are whole. You are at peace. Drift now. Be still and sleep. Deep, deeper, deepest. Sleep. Good night. Good night. The last echo of that tender wish, good night, dissolves into the stillness, leaving behind a profound and gentle hum. This is the sound of deep rest, the resonant frequency of a soul completely at peace. The silence here is not empty. It is full, a living presence. It is a soft, heavy blanket woven from moonlight and the quiet between the stars, tucking you into the very heart of the cosmos, where all things are restored. The single, white point of awareness that is you begins to shimmer at its edges. It has held its form all this time, a quiet, steady witness to the journey down the river and into this lake. But now, its watch is over. Its work is done. You feel the last, faintest outline of yourself begin to breathe, to soften, to blur. There is no resistance, only a gentle, internal sigh of ultimate release. The point of light dissolves, not into nothingness, but into everything. Like a single drop of pure water returning to the boundless ocean, you merge completely with the infinite lake of tranquility. You are no longer floating on the lake, you are the lake. You are the stillness. You are the deep, quiet peace that holds and feels all things. And from this boundless, peaceful state, the true dreams begin to rise. They are not the noisy, frantic stories of an unsettled mind. They are the quiet, restorative dreams of the universe itself, gifts from the deep. They rise from the depths like slow, iridescent bubbles of light. One carries the clean scent of rain on dry earth after a long summer day. Another holds the perfect, weightless feeling of floating in clear, warm water. A third is the gentle, wordless melody of a star singing to itself in the velvet dark. A fourth is simply a color, a deep, soothing indigo that washes through you, cleansing away any lingering shadows. These are not dreams to be understood, but feelings to be absorbed. They drift through you and you through them, without effort, without thought. They are threads of pure color, of soft sound, of gentle emotion, and they are weaving you back together. They are healing the small, invisible frayed edges of your spirit, polishing your inner light until it glows with a gentle, steady luminescence, seen by no one but felt by everything. And far, far away, in the quiet of your room, your physical body knows this profound peace. It is anchored in perfect rest. Your breathing is the slow, silent tide of this cosmic lake, rising and falling in a rhythm that is ancient, steady, and true. With every exhale, a little more tension you didn't even know you were holding melts away. Your heartbeat is a soft, steady drum, a faithful guardian marking the peaceful passage of the night, a lullaby from within. Every muscle is unknotted, every cell is bathed in this profound tranquility, given the sacred time and space it needs to rest, to repair, to become whole once more. There is nothing more to do, nothing to hold on to, nothing left to be. Simply allow yourself to be this peace, this quiet, this deep, dream-filled sleep. You are held by the night. You are safe in the stillness. You are home in your own deep self. Rest now. Let it all go. Just rest. All is well. All is peace. Sleep. Now. Sleep. Deeper and deeper. Sleep.